He's worked with artists like Ariana Grande and Nicole Scherzinger, and now he is using music to bring more Filipino culture out west.
Yes, musical director, producer, and a friend, Troy Laureta, joins us from Los Angeles to tell us about his musical journey and a brand new album featuring some familiar faces. Good morning, Troy.
Good morning, guys. How are you? Good morning, everybody.
Troy, this is Ate Tina.
Hi, Ate Tina.
Hello, Troy.
Troy, it is so good to see you. I know you've been very, very busy. Before we get to talking about your brand new album that you helped put together, let's tell everyone about your musical journey, because I knew you growing up in Hawaii. You played with your sister Chessa, but now you are making it big, man. How did you get your big break? Let everybody know how it all started for you.
You know, I moved to Los Angeles, as you know, Jordan, and after school, I got my big break when David Foster, actually, he kind of essentially discovered me as a musical director and producer and put me on my first big gig. So that's how it happened.
Wow.
And he put me on other shows after that. So.
I mean, working with David Foster, and it led you to working with so many other incredible and talented artists, like we saw there, Babyface and Seal. Of course, even Ariana Grande, Quincy Jones. What was it like, being a young artist working with celebrities and artists at this caliber?
Growing up in Hawaii, Jordan, like it's so super surreal to me. You know what I'm saying? Like growing up in a small town, like being able to come to the mainland and work with all these legendary artists is such a thrill for me, and I never get tired of it, and I'll never get tired of it. It's such a blessing. We have a producer, Morgan, who loves Ariana Grande, and one of your big gigs was actually working with the pop superstar. Tell us about what that journey was like. I know you toured with her, right, at her honeymoon tour? Yes, well, Ariana Grande is one of the greatest vocalists of our time, and being able to work with her for so many years was such an amazing experience. She's so talented.
Is that you on the piano?
Yeah, that's me on the piano.
Hey!
Yep, so she's amazing. I loved working with her. That was a great time for me.
I mean, it is so awesome. And you're Filipino, and you're growing up in a business that is, you don't see a lot of people that look like us sometimes. What was it like, or what is it like now, being able to sort of break the barrier and share, your talents of producing, of bringing people and artists together? What is it like now to bring that to the world?
It's an honor. I'm such a proud Filipino, and growing up in Hawaii, I grew up with Filipino music, Filipino culture, and being able to share that with the world finally and using my platform after all these years is such a great honor for me. And I hope to continue to, represent and support not just Filipino culture, but Asian representation in our industry.
Yeah, because you are, Troy on the keys, you're so talented, but you've also brought your friends together in a brand new album. It is called Kaibigan, which means friend in Filipino. Quickly tell us about the album. I know in the 10 o'clock hour we'll be talking to some of the artists on the album, but how did this all come together for you?
Yeah, Kaibigan is basically my way of giving back to Filipino music, which has been such an inspiration in my career. So I gathered a lot of my good friends and musicians from all over the world, different singers, non-Filipinos and Filipinos, and, just to sing these classic Filipino songs and really just bring OPM out into the world, into the Western world.
Let everyone know what OPM is, in case they're not.
OPM is original Filipino music. So it's a version
okay,
of...
I got one for you. I got one for you, okay? Dahil sa'yo, nais ko mabuhay.
Yes, beautiful. I love it.
Next album, Tina Makoa make an appearance.
Right.
Yes.
Awesome. But coming up in the next hour, Troy, we'll be meeting with or talking with some of the artists featured on that album, Kaibigan, including Sister Charisse as well as Jake from the Philippines. So lots more music to come. Troy, thank you so much, and thanks for being an inspiration not only to the Filipino community, but to a lot of musicians out there, that you can make it big if you work hard.
Wait a minute. You got Ariana's number still in your cell phone?
Maybe.
That means yes. Okay, that's all we need. That's all we need to know.
All right, we'll see you in a little bit, Troy. Uh-oh. Watch out.